Okay, hello everybody. I'm Jürgen Ignoto. I'm here now with some friends at their home. So here we have Felix.
Nice to meet you.
And Luis.
Nice to meet you, Larry.
So we're going to be drinking Luis and Felix's beers. We decided to take this time Estrella Galicia and some Mau, which are like two of the most representative beers from Spain. And we have with us two very important guests on top of them. One, we will call him only Ignotero Ignoto. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And what are you going to be drinking today?
So today I don't live in Spain, so I've been looking for a Spanish beer, and I found Estrella Galicia, but only the non-alcoholic Estrella Galicia.
Oh, whoa.
That's all I can
That's
find
what
today.
I drink. I drink 002 Sinalcohol.
And then we have Larry. Larry, what are you drinking today?
You know, there's no Spanish beer that I can find in the stores. I'm drinking my energy drink. It's called Bang.
Okay.
It's very good. Very
We
good.
have that
energy
one
drink.
in Spain?
Yeah, we do.
We do. Okay, we have that one. And the other drink?
That's it for me. Bang energy
Okay.
drink. If I
Cool.
could find Mao, I would be drinking Mao.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, sure.
speaking about 00 beers, do you drink Budweiser Light?
No, my friends made a funny video of me going viral with the Budweiser commercial. They did it as a joke, so I posted it. But I don't drink Budweiser and I don't drink Bud Light. It's like drinking water.
Speed fast.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
no, I don't,
it
I don't care
might
for it.
have unintended side effects. So,
But I do know that many of my friends, for whatever reason in Spain, they like the American beer. I don't know why. Maybe because it's American, they just like what they don't have. But for me, American beer is like urine. It's terrible.
and the Spanish beer, your favorite one, which one is it?
Well, it would be Mao. I like Australia from Galicia. I like this beer as well. But Mao, I mean, but I drink Sinalcohol. I've had many years where I've drank the real stuff, but now I drink 00. But I like German beer too. I'm not gonna lie, I do like German beer. They have many good choices, but obviously Mao is. I love drinking Mao.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
American beers, do you know any other American beer?
Not really.
Not really. Well, when I was in Michigan almost 2 years ago, and we usually drank Budweiser.
Yeah, it's a terrible part of the thing. Where in Michigan were you?
Ann Arbor, the university.
Come on, that's where I live.
Okay.
You were here and you didn't come say hello?
yeah, I didn't know you. I didn't know you at the time.
If you come back to Ann Arbor, you let me know.
Yeah.
So, Larry, if any of our followers in the future visits Michigan, he can contact you and you will show around.
Yeah, absolutely. Michigan's a great state. Just so you know, Michigan is beautiful. It's a wonderful, wonderful state, and it's especially up north. Michigan is gorgeous. It's a fantastic. It's probably my favorite state. I'm a bias because I live here, but there's many beautiful states. But Michigan is fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I know there's one beer from the States, but it's from the south. I think it's from California, Lagunitas. Lagunitas is pretty good. It's pretty decent.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know it.
And I think it's from San Diego or something like that. But it's easy to get it also. You have it in several places.
It's
So,
a
Larry,
shame.
tell us.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say it's a shame that finding good quality Spanish product in the United States is not easy. It's very difficult. And it's a shame because the Spanish have so many good products that are either private labeled under other companies or other countries, or they just don't make it here. It sucks because I can't go to the store and find Mao. I cannot do it.
Yeah. This is a business opportunity, Larry. We can start an importing business.
We need to figure it out because I'm telling you, I'm not happy. I can't get my Spanish shot as I need it. You know what I mean? From time to time, I need jamon. You know, I need this Torah, and what we have here is nothing to do with what we have in Spain.
Hey, what about jamon? You have a jamon leg in your house, no? I saw the picture with the dog.
Well,
Do you have it there?
this is all I could get.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not real. It's as close as I can get. My jamon.
Hey, we have to make the hashtag un jamón para Larry.
Yeah.
So
I'll
people
tell
in the
you
comments, people can put un jamón para Larry. Hashtag.
I'll tell you something funny. 10 years ago, maybe 12, 14 years ago, whatever it was, I was coming home from Spain through the Detroit airport, was my first destination into the States. And I had several boxes of Cuban cigars, and I had several packages of jamon. And of all the luck, they pulled me. And the aeroporto pulled me. So I had it underneath the other luggage, and they went through the luggage, and they said, okay, you're good. And I started thinking, okay, good. And I started going away, and they said, hey, the one underneath, we need to check that one too. And they found the cigars and the meat. And of course they took it, and they said they were going to destroy it. So I said, well, if you're going to destroy it, I'll destroy it right now, right here. And they said, no, that's okay. We'll take care of it. So in any case, they had a nice party, a nice Spanish party and Cuban party because of me. So I don't try to smuggle anything in anymore, because with my bad luck, you know what I mean? I don't want to lose the jamon. It's too precious.
It will have been very funny to see you eating a whole pack of jamon and smoking 20 cigars.
Oh my God, it's true.
Larry,
so how are you guys today?
Larry, one second before moving. Just that we're speaking about jamon and typical food from Spain. I've seen videos of you eating jamon. I've seen videos of you eating morcilla, etc. But have you ever tasted sobrasada? Do you know what sobrasada is?
Tell me what this is, and I'll let you know, because I don't recognize the name.
It's typical from Mallorca, and maybe you could even from Catalonia.
I don't know.
And then it's driven actually from pigs. We'll show a picture right now.
Okay.
It's very typical I'm from Mallorca, and in Mallorca, it's like an asset, let's say.
That's the one thing that's beautiful about Spain. Every region has so much pride with their local treasure of food. You know, it's
Do you see it now? Do you see it? Yeah.
I see. I would love to try this. This looks very
So
nice.
it looks like a chorizo, but it's not chorizo because it's to be spread on bread.
Wow.
So bread, once you spread it, it looks more or less like this.
You're killing me right now. It looks beautiful.
And this is
Right,
it's amazing. Actually, it's fun because today morning I was thinking, because for very long I didn't live in Spain, and now I'm back here, and I was thinking I haven't tried sobrasada again since I came back. So today in the morning I was thinking about that.
So Larry, I invite you to taste sobrasada and upload the video tasting it.
Sobrasada,
yeah.
Okay, sobrasada. I need to try this because that looks amazing. Like, it looks like chorizo, but no, it spreads out like a spread. It looks very good.
You'll love it.
Yeah, the Spanish have a lockdown on the food, man. I'm telling you right now, there is no other food. There's a lot of good food in the world, but there is nowhere. Spain is on a whole nother level, and people that don't know, they don't know.
So when was your first time in Spain? Like, where this connection with Spain comes from?
My first time in Spain was 30 years ago. I was in college. I broke up with my ex-girlfriend at the time 30 years ago, and we were both in a Spanish class together, and I didn't want to be in the same class with her anymore. So I dropped the class, and I took French. And there was a bunch of Spaniards, and it was Michigan. It was in Michigan, the school. And there was a bunch of Spaniards in the class. And I sat next to one who became to this day, is like my brother. He was one of my best friends. He's my brother. And he started helping me cheat to get through the French because I'm a terrible student. He would fill out the test and then take mine and redo it. And he helped me get through French class. The teacher eventually caught us on the final exam, but she passed me. But at any rate, so that's how I met him. And he invited me to Spain. And I'll be honest, 30 years ago, I didn't know anything about Spain. I remember when I was on the phone with him and I asked him, you know, hey, listen, I'm coming to Spain. I'm going to come see you. That's great. Do you guys have microwaves over there? Like, I didn't know, right? And he started laughing. He says, Larry, we're not a third world country, you know. And so I went to Spain. The very first place he took me was Plaza Mayor in Madrid, and to the bar with all the bullheads, you know, in Plaza Mayor, the bar with all the bullheads. This is the very first place he took me in Spain. And it's fantastic, man. I just tell you, I fell in love with Spain. The cobblestone roads, the architecture, the food, the people, the lifestyle, the way of life. I'm just telling you, people in Spain, many don't realize how much of a paradise, an absolute paradise Spain is. Spain is special. And I'll defend Spain till the day I die. I'll love Spain till the day I die. It's just a great place. So I've been going to Spain for 30 years. Some years I would go 2-3 times a year for a vacation for holiday. And then since COVID, I hadn't gone. And then I went viral on Twitter, and I went just before I started a strong work schedule. And I'm planning on coming back in September. But when I'm in Spain, I'm in heaven. They say from Madrid to heaven. I say from heaven to Madrid, right? All of Spain. I mean, I love all of Spain.
And what's the one thing that you think it's like the key difference between Spain and the States, or Spain and Michigan?
Oh my, you guys, it's look, I love my country. I love the United States. I'm an American, but I also bleed red and yellow. I love Spain every bit as much as I love America. It's equal for me. But if I have to start pulling differences, there's so many. First of all, the safety. Okay. When you're in Spain, you're safe. Okay. You don't have a bunch of wackos running around in churches and temples and restaurants and schools shooting everybody up. It's nuts here. It's getting worse and worse. So when I'm in Spain, first and foremost, I feel calm. I feel safe. I carry a pistol in America. Everywhere I go, I'm always armed, because of how dangerous it is here. And it's not that it's super dangerous, like I live in a bad area, but I mean, it's dangerous from the point that there's crazy people all over the place. And I have a license to carry a gun. And in Spain, and I have friends in England, and they can't even fathom the fact that I'm able to carry a gun. But I'd rather be caught with a gun than without a gun in my country, because there's crazy people around. So when I'm in Spain, I don't have to carry, and I feel very, very safe. So first and foremost, quality of life, it's safety is good. Your health care is fantastic. People get sick, they get injured. You guys have wonderful health care there that takes care of all the people. In my country, we had an administration here that tried to figure out how to do health care, and it's an absolute disaster. In your country, you figured it out. So those are two very, very nice things about Spain. The safety, not that it's safe everywhere in Spain, I understand, but it's not crazy like it is here in some areas. And of course, your healthcare is fantastic. What other differences? Listen, it's very simple. You guys have cobblestone roads that are older than my entire country. In Spain, right, we preserve everything. Okay. In America, we tear it down and rebuild it, And we don't have the beautiful, gorgeous, we have beautiful buildings in parts of America, don't get me wrong. But I always say it's a constant orgasm to the eyes. Yeah. Okay. I mean, everywhere I go, I'm just like I was in Cordoba, and I'm looking at flower pots all over the sides of buildings, gorgeous blue flower pots just on the sides of the buildings. And I'm just staring at how beautiful these cobblestone roads are. People say to me, what's so beautiful about Spain? I say, come walk with me down any street, down any calle for 5 minutos, and I will point out things to you that are just amazing to the eyes. How beautiful the architecture, the streets, the people, the restaurantes. I mean, it's incredible. So your architecture is amazing. And the food, like I already said, the food is my favorite food in the world. Chorizo, chistorra, jamón, pante negra, paella, morcilla de Burgos. And I know Leon also has a very good morcilla that I'm looking forward to trying this is why I think I've tried it. There's so many good. There's so many. I mean, your olives are amazing. Your wine is amazing. Spain is special, man. Spain is absolutely, and the people of Spain. Let me tell you, Spain is one country. You can walk and everybody overall is dressed very so nice. You see on a Wednesday afternoon, you'll see, an older couple, right? Like a Bulo and a Beulah. Yeah, is that good? Grandma and grandma. I'm studying, guys. I'm studying. It's going to take some time, but I'm studying, okay? What did I just learn? Kira's tomar algo. You want something? I'm doing my best here.
Normally, people learn that in the first day.
Yeah, exactly. So, but when I come to Spain, it's tough for me to learn Spanish because all my friends they speak English to me. They look at it when I come as their opportunity to practice English. So, and then I live in Michigan. I don't live in Texas. I don't live in Southern California. I don't live in an area where there's a lot of Spanish speaking. So for me, it's tough. But nonetheless, your food is just, oh my God. For me, the food is incredible. And the people. I was saying, on a Wednesday afternoon, you can see an elderly couple walking around and it looks like Sunday morning to me. It looks like they're getting ready to go to church. They're just dressed so proper. Yeah.
This often strikes people from other countries when they come to Spain because there is a famous retired now basketball player. He's a former Soviet Union Russian guy called Chenchu Viryukov. And there was all the time they interview Viryukov and they ask him, because he lives in Spain, he's brought his family, stay in Spain, he's still there. And every time they ask him, what's your favorite thing, or what was the thing that struck you the strongest when you first came to Spain? He always say, the thing that I noticed the most when I first arrived was how well dressed elderly people were.
Amazing.
All the elderly people were very happy, very well looked after, and very well dressed. And coming from the Soviet Union, to him, that was a massive shock.
Yes, it's amazing. And every city, every village in Spain is so unique from another. And I'm going to tell you, I've said a lot of it on the news when I was interviewed, some of it here, some of it there, but the pride of the Spanish people is matched by none. There is so much pride. The people of Spain have so much pride for their country, but they're very quiet about it. And I'm very loud about it.
That's a good topic because the thing is, in Spain, it's not that normal to show patriotism publicly. Okay, for example, now we have here a Spanish flag and so on. But if you go to outside, very seldom you see a Spanish flag or Spanish symbols. So it's not that normal. Actually, people have been attacking you like you're a fascist just because you use Spanish symbols. And probably you were like, what the heck? I am from the United States. Like, I don't have anything to do with fascism.
I think it's an interesting subject. And when, look, I have many friends in Spain, and I've been going to Spain for 30 years. I know the culture. I know the people. I know Spain. I know Spain very well. From an American, I know Spain. And first of all, I have thick skin. So the people, the small amount of people that attack me, it doesn't bother me at all. My friends have guided me and told me, do not go political in any of your interviews. Do not discuss politics. So I've been very careful not to. But when it comes to the flag, I will. I absolutely will speak my mind about the flag and about Spain. When I got my license plate that you guys saw on Twitter that says Spain, and people started attacking this for fascism, this opened my eyes to another level of ignorance. Because it's one thing to say, okay, it's not even correct, but to say that this flag is fascism, look, back in the fascism times, okay, the flag was different. It was red and yellow. And get over it. We're not changing the color of the flag, okay? They changed the symbol. It's no longer the eagle or the bird, whatever that was during Franco is gone. And now it's a different flag, okay? It's not the same flag. It's as ignorant as saying, because I'm the United States and I love my American flag, that I support slavery. Or that if you're Germany, that you still support Nazism. It's Nazis. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. And I will fight this till the day I die. I will love this flag. I will absolutely love this flag. I will love this flag, and it does not mean fascism. By the way, I'm Jewish. I also believe in Jesus. I also believe in Jesus, thanks to my wife, but I am Jewish, and my wife is German. She's half Spanish, half German.
All right.
Okay?
So she's half Spanish.
She's half Spanish. Yeah, she's half Spanish. Her father was from the north of Spain. I don't know exactly. He's passed on. I don't know exactly what city, but he was from the north. I know that. And she's half German. And her mother was from Munich with an accent. And I remember the first time she met me, she thought I was going to hate her because I'm Jewish and because of, the Nazis. And her brothers were Nazi soldiers for Hitler. I mean, they fought as Nazi soldiers. I don't hold this against them. This is a different era. This is a different time. Tell me one person today, were you a slave during slavery in America? You're so angry. Were you a slave? Because they killed 6 million of my people in Germany, and I still love the German people. By the way, my wife is German, okay? So, I mean, come on. This is so stupid. And the people of Spain, some of them, the ones that are so locked into this fascism, if you like red and yellow together, you're fascist. If you say Spain, you me encanta España, you're fascist. Well, then you come up to me and tell me that I'm fascist. That's fine, but you're ignorant. You're absolutely ignorant, and you're missing out on the best enjoyment of life and the country in the world. And then people say to me, well, you're saying it as a foreigner, but to live here, you don't understand with how bad it is. Look, have you looked at my president? Okay, my president is a clown from the circus. Okay, Joe Biden, the only man that I've ever seen that falls going up the stairs. Okay, this guy is by far the worst president we've ever had. Okay, we have problems in America too. We have problems in every country. The bottom line is Spain is fantastic, and because I love Spain, or because I love the flag, or because I tattooed my arm, this is not fascism. This is love for country. This is love for country. And most of the people in Spain understand this. There's just a small little group that is loco. They're ignorant. And it doesn't bother me. I'll never stop promoting this flag. I have my Christmas tree ornament. You guys want to see it for Christmas? I'm only going to put one ornament on the tree.
Yeah.
Okay? This is it. It's gonna be the Christmas tree with one ornament. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It bothers me that people are missing out on the love of Spain because they're stuck in a past. And I realize some of them may have been alive during that time, the end of Franco times. But most of us, come on. I mean, move on. Enjoy Spain.
Larry, have you ever been in Spain?
Sorry. Well, very, very fast. When you put the Christmas tree next year, you have to learn this sentence. That is, el árbol va abajo y arriba España.
What does it mean?
Well, it means that the tree goes to the bottom, or in the bottom, and arriba, which means in the top, at the top, España. But arriba España is an expression, like it means like viva España.
Arriba España.
Yes. So many people make the joke when you say something that something goes down, and then you say y arriba España. So
y arriba España.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Have you ever been in Spain during Christmas time, Larry?
No, I've been in Spain in December. I've been in Spain very close to Christmas, but I've always come back for Christmas to be with my family here. I've been with my Spanish friends during Christmas in New York, when they were there staying for some time. But I've not been to Spain actually on Christmas, and I'm sure it's amazing.
We will have to speak to a friend of ours to send you some lottery from Gerona.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Anything
The Spanish
from Spain
Christmas lottery is a big thing.
Yeah, I know. I see the people walking the streets selling the tickets.
It would be amazing if you win the Spanish lottery. Imagine that.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I have a friend in Spain. He lives in Castellón, from Madrid, actually from Granada, but now he's in Castellón. We have an agreement. We both play the lottery. I play it in the States. He plays it in Spain. If we win, we share. So I hope he's still buying tickets because I haven't heard anything from him for a while. So on this lottery, so I don't know. Maybe he won it. I don't know.
That would be epic. That would be epic.
Larry, I wanted to ask you about your tattoos. Like, I understand that your love from Spain comes like from 30 years ago, but what about the tattoos?
The tattoos started. The very first tattoo that I ever got, believe it or not, was maybe 12 years ago.
Okay.
This whole arm is military. I don't know if you can. Let's see here.
Yeah, give me one second. 1 second. Okay.
This is General Patton.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, for U.S. military, this was a really good general. This guy was a stud.
Yeah,
Very
that
tough. And then Eisenhower.
Okay.
And then I have. Let's see if you can see it. World War II Army.
Yeah.
And then I have, the Purple Heart. This is a U.S. Marine walking through Vietnam from the back. So I mean, this whole arm, the combat infantry badge. I have the Air Force up here, a helicopter. So this whole arm is the United States military, and I never served in the military, but I really love and appreciate our military. This arm is my pets. I have my cat, which was a 20-year-old cat. I rescued him. And then my dog with a ball in his mouth. He was 16. I just lost him a couple days ago, unfortunately. And this is my Doberman. Yeah, thank you. He was 16. He was a wonderful, wonderful dog. But then there's Burgos. But the very first tattoo that I ever got was this one. It was the very first one that I ever got. And I know people get on me for the bull. I'm an animal lover, okay? But the bull is Spain, okay? We eat the meat from the bull, the cows. We eat the meat, and this is a Spanish symbol. So, and then of course Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Pantha up here. So I got it with the European flag. This is not fascism. This is love for Spain. This is respect for the Spanish people, the culture, the country, and everything it stands for. And then Madrid, because it was my very first love of Spain, but I have so many cities that I love of Spain. And then, of course, the El Corte Inglés.
Yeah.
This is the one that people go crazy about. And now I added Mercadona.
Yeah. I saw it.
Yeah. And then my compass. And then I have breast cancer awareness. People wonder what the pink ribbon is. The pink ribbon is for breast cancer awareness, but I'm running out of room on my arm, so I added Bilbao, Sevilla, and Vigo. Because it's just Spain, more Spain. It's my Spanish arm. And the tattoos are like a constant conversation piece. Yeah. I mean, no matter where I go, it's advertising Spain. And it provokes conversation about Spain and love for Spain and bringing awareness for tourism to Spain. Because people ask me all the time, where are these tattoos? What are they? And then I tell them it's all Spain. Wow, you must love Spain. I do. Let me tell you about Spain. Why Corte Inglés and why Mercadona? Honestly, because I'm crazy. There's no other reason. I mean, it's Spanish. People say, do you love El Corte Inglés? Yeah, I mean, El Corte Inglés is a great store. I remember one time I bought a piece of luggage from El Corte Inglés, and it got broken. And the next year, when I returned with the luggage, I went to Corte Inglés, and I said, can you exchange the luggage? And they said, do you have the receipt? And I said, I don't have the receipt. And they said, you need the receipt. So I showed them my arm. And they go, joder, macho. So then they called everybody else over, photo. And then they said, that's your receipt. You're good. We exchange it for you. I love El Corte Inglés. It's a fantastic store. But, some people say it's like tattooing, if a Spaniard were to tattoo Walmart in their arm. Walmart is garbage. Come on. This is nothing the same. El Corte Inglés is a fantastic store, but more importantly, to me, it's over the top Spain. If I put this on my arm, it just shows, some people say it's crazy, but other people say he loves Spain so much that he's willing to put things that are abnormal of Spain on his arm, which just creates more conversation and more awareness. And I love it. So I don't know that I have a real reason other than if it's Spanish, I'll put it on my body.
Have you been to Hispanic America, to Mexico or somewhere in South America? What reactions do you get there from your tattoo?
I have a lot of friends that are Mexican that that have seen my arm, and you know, they have no issue with Spain. It's not Mexico. You know, I it's so funny when there's people in America that think that Mexico and Spain are the same. They need to go back to school and study a little bit of the map, right? Okay, the geography, it's a little different. Spain is over here and Mexico's down there, and it's not the same. But nobody has the problem with my arm. I've been to the northern, I've been to Barcelona, I've been to Catalonia. You know, everybody's very friendly. They've seen my tattoos. I've not bumped into one person that was rude about my arm or my tattoos. People say, be careful when you go to the north. I've been to the north. I've been coming for 30 years. I've been all over Spain. No problems. People are fantastic in Spain. You know, I love the tattoos.
Well, I'd like to ask you if you see any difference because, well, as we've just mentioned before, you've probably heard the word facha. Is it right?
Yeah, like fascism.
Yeah, I mean, they've probably called you that loads of times, and I think you're doing a great work since in Spain, as we've said, Spaniards are actually not really proud, or the ones that are proud of their country don't show off. That's a big difference with America. Well, I'd actually like to ask you if you think that's a big difference with America, because I've never been to America, but as far as I know, in America, Americans are actually extremely proud of their country, and it's a shame here in Spain. And I'd like you to comment about the main difference, why you think this happens, and that stuff.
You know, it's a good question, and I invite you to America, okay? And I will show you around. It's a wonderful country. I love America.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
I'll go there, and if I go there, I'll tell you.
You must visit Michigan, and then we'll go to some other places, fantastic places. First of all, the Spanish people know how to come together, because whenever they're playing in the Euro Cup or the World Cup, if Spain is kicking butt, you see a lot more flags out, and people are waving the flags, and they come together. But they need to learn to come together all the time. And the Spanish are quiet overall about their pride in their country. But if you look at my posts on Twitter or on Instagram, the responses, especially on Twitter, thousands and thousands of responses of people that thank me for my love and my recognition of Spain. So there is more pride in that country but they're quiet. Again, in America, we have flags everywhere. People drive with their trucks with the flag. When we have cranes on job sites where they're digging into the earth, the big cranes will have an American flag. Our bridges will have American flags. There's American flags everywhere. People love America. They appreciate America. When I come to Spain, I see flags, but I don't see enough of them. I'm not going to be quiet about. It's not in my nature. I mean, first of all, I'm a loud person. I'm an educated person. I'm an intelligent person. But we were brought up to, if you love something, you shout it as loud as you can. So when I walk around Spain, I met with ABC News when I was in Madrid towards the end of my last trip, just a month and a half ago, and I had the flag around my neck, and I was walking around like a cape. And I know people were looking at me like, what is this guy doing? But I'm proud of Spain and the country that it is, and the history and the culture. And yeah, I mean, Americans might be a little more vocal, I guess, for love for country. So if some of this can rub off on people in Spain, and we see more flags flying, and we see more Spanish patriotism, then I guess I will have reached one of my goals for Spain, because I'm not going to be quiet about my patriotism for Spain. I will not be. How can I be? I mean, I cannot be quiet about it. You know?
Yeah. No. And Larry, are you planning, like, in the future to come and live in Spain, like indefinitely?
Yeah. So I absolutely yes. I've always said I want to die in Spain, just not anytime soon. But that would be the best. I would love to retire in Spain and die in Spain. Right now, I have investment properties that I manage here, as well as I'm involved in a sales company called Carico, which we sell health and wellness products all over the United States and all over the world that help people live longer, healthier lives. So I play an important role in this company, and I have my family here. So it's very difficult with my rental properties, my investment properties, and my business. Luckily, I have a schedule that I can leave for 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks and come visit Spain a couple, 2 or 3 times a year. I have that flexibility, but to move to Spain is going to be after some time goes by and I'm retired. And when that happens, absolutely, yes, I want to move to Spain 100%. That's the plan. So for now, I visit.
Okay.
You're muted.
What about like different areas of Spain where you have been? Where would you live?
You know, that is so tough. That's one thing I have not worked out yet, because I've been asked the question, what's my favorite city in Spain? And I've made the mistake of saying a few that I really like, Madrid and Burgos. But then you go to Cordoba and it's like incredible. Cordoba is like amazing, beautiful. And then you go to Sevilla, right? And then you go to Barcelona, or you go even to, even in Vigo, even in, where am I trying? Cuenca was gorgeous. Okay. I mean, where do you start? Valencia, where do you, Pamplona? I mean, it doesn't matter in Spain. Bilbao, I don't care where you go, is gorgeous and unique and prideful. I don't know. I think I don't honestly know where in the world I will go in Spain, because it's just an incredible. I don't know that I have a favorite. It's so tough. I don't know where I will live. But if I'm in Spain, you can be assured of this, I'll be moving all over the place all the time. I'll be enjoying every village, every city, the countryside, the city, the Spanish countryside. Isn't it nice? You just drive down the road and there's nothing. And then you see olive trees, right? Yeah. And then you see the big Osborne bull, the humongous bull. It's like only in Spain, I love it. Somewhere in Spain I'll be moving around because I love the entire country.
Sure.
What's your guys' favorite city in Spain? It's tough.
For me, city stuff. The region, I really love Galicia. Have you been to Galicia?
Vigo.
Oh yeah, of course, obviously.
Yeah, Galicia has amazing seafood.
Yeah,
and of
the
course,
seafood is amazing. The countryside is amazing. The fact that you can be at the mountains and then 10 minutes and you're in the beach. I really love it.
And then you have Ibiza and you have Tenerife. I mean, there's so much.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you with the toughness in the response. But I think you haven't been to the Balearic Islands, have you?
To the Canary Islands?
Balearic Islands.
No, where's this?
Mallorca, Ibiza.
Ibiza, yes.
You've got to go to Mallorca. That's my favorite place in Spain.
I've heard wonderful things about Mallorca, and I absolutely have to go to Mallorca. I've been to a lot of places in Spain, but I haven't been to all of them, and Mallorca is absolutely on my to-do list. I definitely want to go to Mallorca. No, I've heard very good things about Mallorca, as all of Spain.
What about you? What is your favorite?
Well, I'm from Burgos, which is a great city. I absolutely love it, but on top of that, I like also Valencia and Javier, which is a small town, an hour far away from Valencia.
Yeah, Burgos is special to me. One of my close friends has a home in Burgos, and you're right there in downtown Burgos with the cathedral and all the beautifulness, and then you go to the countryside, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? Burgos is a wonderful, wonderful place, but there's so many wonderful, wonderful places in Spain. It's a treasure, man. It's a treasure. And I want more Americans to know about Spain, and I want more tourism for Spain. And I want less of the Italians ripping us off, taking the wine and taking the food and advertising it as theirs. I go to the stores here and I see olives that are labeled Italian, and I know they're not. I know they're Spanish. and they're ripping us off, and the Spanish are allowing this to happen because we don't advertise ourselves well in Spain, and we need to figure this out once and for all, because the Spanish have fantastic meat, fantastic wine, fantastic cheese, fantastic beer. We don't need other countries to be labeling it as their own and selling it as it's from their country when it's not. The Spanish need to figure this out.
Yeah.
But as you said before, well, actually we did. As we said, the problem is that I think in Spain people is lacking like this national pride. So they are afraid of actually trying to market it outside of Spain. Yeah,
it's a shame because Spain they have such high quality. I mean, look at the morcilla. I mean, the morcilla, I mean, it's another level. I mean, the morcilla, I mean, look, England's a great country. I have friends from England, but their black pudding, okay, is like a hockey puck compared to, okay, Burgos morcilla. I mean, you know, and the chuletón, the best steak in the world is Spain, right? The Basque country. And you can get that quality or almost that quality even in Madrid. I mean, all over. I'm a meat lover, so for me, chistorra, chorizo, I mean, it's just, but you know, even the wine and the olives, I mean, it's all so good. It just needs to be advertised and labeled as Spain and not as France or Italy or anybody else that's ripping them off because we're afraid to market ourselves. The Spanish people need to get the hell off their knees and stand on their feet tall, reach to the sky and start screaming out all their pride, and enough of this nonsense holding back. Let's just get loud about Spain.
Larry, have you ever been to a bullfight?
I have been to a bullfight. I'll tell you a funny story. The very first bullfight, and I'm an animal lover, but it's culture. The very first bullfight that my friend took me to when I went, I was in the audience and I was cheering for the bull. And my friend told me, he said, sit down and be quiet. You cannot do that here. So I sat down, but I was still, I always cheer. I'm sorry, but I cheer for the bull.
Yeah, it's okay.
I know.
It's okay. In some cases, there are some bullfighters that I also cheer for the bull.
I know it's very rare that the bull wins. And if he wins, which is rare, they let him go. And I've been told that the bulls live a very good life up until the fight. But nonetheless, I'm an animal lover. I do a lot of animal rescue. So I don't like the killing of the bull, but I know it's culture and tradition in Spain, and I root for the bull. But I still love, I love the Spanish culture. So I'm not going to say you should or should not. I mean, it's not my place. I'm not a politician, but
I think the point with the bullfight is not about hurting the animal, even though the animal is hurt. That's objective. But I think the point is more about elevating the animal to your level in a one-to-one fight, and that's the point. But obviously, it comes from times where people defended their honor by fighting.
Yeah. So
in that sense, it's like an elevation of the animal. But it's true that obviously the animal is dying. That's you cannot deny it.
Yeah. But I love the bull. The bull is a very strong animal. And to me, whenever I see a bull, it reminds me of Spain. You know, it's one of the many things that remind me of Spain. It's not just that Spain is a bull, but it's one of the many things. You know, Malbeer reminds me of Spain. And Morcilla reminds me of Spain. Red and yellow. I'm driving down the road yesterday. I see a street sign, a triangle street sign with red and yellow. Reminds me of Spain. I mean, there's so many things.
Do you follow
Spain? What's that?
Do you follow soccer? Spanish soccer?
Yeah, so this is another one you're going to get me in trouble with, huh?
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I know, right? I loved when Messi was playing for Barca, and Ronaldo was playing for Madrid. What a fantastic matchup! And then Huesca, they invited me to go see the football field when I was last there, which was very nice of them. Yeah, I mean, I don't follow it as closely because you guys are there and it's easier for you to see it all. But I follow it to some degree. I have some jerseys and I certainly love watching it, especially when I'm there. I'll try to catch some matches here if my friends call me and say, hey, there's a very important game on. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, soccer's a great. Okay.
Larry, just so that we're speaking about what you like or you don't like, I'd like you to tell us or everyone who is Larry. Let's say if I tell a friend, see this guy, Larry Shy, my friend opens Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media, and we see a guy that loves Spain, that is American, that's got tattoos on its left side, on its left arm. But who is Larry? What does Larry do on a day-to-day basis? What does Larry like? What does he love? Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I have a big heart. I have a very, very big heart. I love animals. I'm a huge animal activist. I love animals. I rescue animals. I could be running late to a meeting, and if I see a turtle crossing the road or a duck crossing the road, I'm going to stop and help that animal. I've helped many, many animals, dogs, raccoons. It doesn't matter. I'm always trying to help animals. I love animals. So first and foremost, I'm a big animal lover. I think I love animals more than people. So that's important to know about me. I'm a businessman. Like I said, I have investment properties that I manage. I also am a sales coach. I train people in sales techniques and with products and managers and business owners. I stay very busy. I'm a family man. I love my family. I come from a very close family. So I love my family. And I'm a man that, I don't own a Harley Davidson. I wear Harley tank top shirts a lot because I like the American pride, the strong American brand. But I don't own, people think because of my tattoos that I have a Harley. And they call me, I don't know if Yankee is a bad thing in Spain. So many people they've called me Yankee, but they also say, they say this is one Yankee that I like. But so, I'm not your typical Harley guy. I like my tattoos. I don't have bad tattoos. You see the quality of my tattoos. They're very good quality.
Yeah.
So it's not, I put a lot of money on my arms with my tattoos, and it's artwork. It's expression of my love for Spain and my mother and father, my parents. So it's, for me, it's artwork. It's not dirty or anything like this, but I'm a family man. I'm a hardworking man. I work very, very hard. I work long hours every day. I travel a lot for work, and I'm always busy. I'm very, very busy with my schedule. But I'm a good person. I have good values. I'm intelligent. I know right from wrong. I know up from down. I have my act together. And when I love something and I believe in something, then I'm going to speak my mind. Now, again, when it gets to the political things in Spain, I have many thoughts on politics in Spain, but I won't comment because I'm not looking to stir it up. It's got to be worked out on its own, just like it has to be worked out on its own in my country. But if I believe in something, I want the best for the people, and I want the best for, I want the best for anybody. I don't get jealous over other people's success. I cheer them on. I'm happy to see other people successful. I'm happy to see good people succeed. And I just, I'm a good person. And that's that. I mean, that's me. It's my day-to-day life as I'm with my family. I'm working from home part of the time. I'm working on the road. I travel to Florida quite a bit for work with my company, Carico. And then when I travel on holiday, I'd much rather be in Spain than anywhere else in the world. I've traveled the world, and there's many nice. I've been to France. I've been to Italy. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to England. I've been to Scotland. I've been all over. I prefer to be in Spain.
Do you have kids, Larry?
I have one daughter, and she just bought her first house with her husband. It's an old Michigan farm home on a lot of property. She's a wonderful person. So we have one child. We had, like I said, 2 dogs. Unfortunately, one just passed. And it's funny because when you lose a pet, it's tough. When you love animals like I do, it's tough when you lose your pet. So we just lost our 16-year-old pet. But so I have one daughter. I have a brother. I have a sister, and I have 2 wonderful parents that live not too far from me. And they all know about my long love for Spain. This is not something that I just fell into. Spain's been in my blood for 30 years. It just happened to go viral recently, and now people are starting to learn of it. And the fact that I'm speaking loud for Spain and I won't shut up, I think many people, most people, really enjoy the fact that I'm so vocal about it, and they feel the way that I feel. Love for country, love for the people, love for the culture, love for the food, for the locations, the villages, the cathedrals, all of it. They love their country, but they're too damn quiet, and they just love that I'm vocal about it. So that's me.
I think some people is just jealous that some people don't love anything. So then what they can do is spread hate.
See, yes.
But basically, it's just because if you love something, you don't have time to be complaining about what other people love. So those that are attacking is probably just that they are bored because they don't have a hobby.
Yeah.
So in your case, continue, keep going, keep rocking.
Thank you.
Don't give them. I
tell you.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, you have bad people in Spain. The world is the world. We have bad people in America. But for the most people in Spain, I've often said, and I've said this for a long, long time, I've said this, the Spanish people are special people. They're very, very good people. If you take a Spaniard and you cut them open all the way down and you open their whole body, the biggest organ in a Spaniard is their heart.
Well, Spanish people will say the cojones, but it's okay.
Yeah. The heart is the biggest organ, and maybe the cojones, but the heart is the biggest organ. And if you want to have a real, true conversation with somebody, you sit down with a Spaniard and you talk, and you're going to have a real deep, good, heartfelt conversation. You guys understand the quality of life. You do. I mean, in America, they don't understand. I've had many people say, well, they take siesta in the middle of the day. They're lazy people. No. You don't understand what you're saying. They're not lazy people. The Spanish wake up early like we do, okay? They go to work, okay? They'll take a siesta. Things will close around 3 o'clock. They'll take a little siesta. But let me tell you, in America, when you're eating dinner at 5 and 6 o'clock, the Spanish people are still working and wrapping up their day. They're not doing dinner till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. They're not getting to bed till midnight. Okay, we're at 9 o'clock at night. The Americans are in bed, okay, or maybe 10 o'clock. So the Spanish people actually have longer days. And for that reason, they almost need the siesta. But the Americans don't understand. They don't understand the culture. Not all Americans, but the ones that say these things.
Yeah, like many people, yeah. So maybe to finish up, because we have to wrap it up, but I would like to throw you areas of Spain or cities, areas. I will be a bit non-systematic here and try to say 3 or 4 words about it. So what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Okay.
So for example, let's start with Ibiza.
Ibiza crazy, man. It's I mean, totally nuts. The way people, their costumes and the way they dress and the drinking and the partying and it's like Las Vegas on steroids.
Las Vegas on steroids. Okay, that's a good one. Then let's continue. The Basque Country.
Very serious. Very serious. Very serious. Very serious. The best quality carne in the world. And fantastic tapas. Fantastic pinchos. Importante pinchos. I love the pinchos from the Basque in the carne, the meat. The steak is incredible.
Pamplona or Navarra.
Pamplona, running with the bulls, right? I mean, everybody's going to say running with the bulls. Yeah. Pamplona, beautiful. It's a beautiful, open. It's a beautiful countryside, beautiful Pamplona. And of course, you think of bulls.
Let's say Galicia, have you said?
Galicia, yeah. I mean, seafood. Galicia, cigales. Cigales. and beaches. Beautiful beaches.
And Burgos.
Me encanta. Burgos, the cathedral, the countryside, the good, the bad, the ugly, the Morcilla de Burgos is numero uno. Well, sorry, I mean, I know there's some people from Leon that I'm gonna try it, okay, but I love the Morcilla.
That's okay. Well,
I love Morcilla de Burgos.
Yeah, no, and Morcilla de Burgos is probably the most well known in Spain. I think it's famous.
And also, so Morcilla de Burgos, and then what's the other thing from Burgos? There's one more. I'm having a blank. At any rate, Burgos is amazing.
Yeah.
From Burgos, it's also typical that the tomb of El Cid, who is like the Spanish national hero, is in Burgos also. Well, the cathedral, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the lamb. Hello, the lamb in Burgos.
Chazo.
The lamb. The lamb is the way that they do the lamb in Burgos is nothing to do anywhere else. Landa Palace. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But do you know the secret of the lamb here in Spain is that in all the other countries they think about efficiency, so they leave the lamb to grow, and when it's big, they eat it. But here in Spain, we eat the baby. So
yes.
It's called lechazo, which means like milky lamb, because it's big. It's still breastfeeding.
Just like in Segovia with the pig. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the secret. That it's really small, but it's much more tasty because it has only eaten milk, or it has been only by breastfeeding.
See.
And I think in other countries, people, like especially in the countryside, they're like very surprised. Like, why would you kill an animal when it's still a baby? Like, allow it to grow and so on. It's like, yeah, but the taste is not the same, mate.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but it's true that it's not that efficient, and it's a bit of a pity. But anyways,
yeah.
Madrid.
Madrid is old Spain. It's true Spain. It's endless. It never sleeps. Fantastic restaurants, fantastic views. Just a big chunk of Spain.
And then maybe the last one will be Andalusia, and then I have an extra question.
What part of Andalusia? I'm trying to think if I've been.
Sevilla, maybe.
Okay, Sevilla. Yeah. Sevilla. Oh my God, Sevilla. So you think of Sevilla. You think of the dancers. Help me.
Flamenco. The flamenco dancers.
Flamenco dancers. You think of this. You think Sevilla's gorgeous. You think of the bridge that the two sides of the city, and the food is very good at Sevilla too. I like food, if you can't tell. Sevilla's gorgeous. Sevilla's a very, very pretty, and the boat. I remember the boat in Sevilla. Yeah, the old boat. Yeah, Sevilla's wonderful. What narrow roads, like so many with the walking around. I love this. I love Sevilla. Yeah, it was wonderful, Sevilla.
And then my last question is Gibraltar.
What?
Do you know what is Gibraltar?
No entiendo. Say it again. Oh, what is it that you said? I'm learning a little bit.
Gibraltar or Gibraltar. Gibraltar.
What is this?
Gibraltar is basically, it's like a small mountain in the south of Spain that it belongs to Spain, but it's part of the United Kingdom.
Okay.
So since the 1712, I think it is, the end of the Spanish First Civil War, we could say, or the succession war, the British helped in one of the sides, and then they got Gibraltar as prize for the participation. Let's say in that way. It's actually not pretty. It's actually almost the opposite. But anyways,
there's many.
So the British they were supporting the losing part, but in order to pay them so that they will allow the peace to come, they were given Gibraltar. So it has been part of the United Kingdom for the last 300 years, but it's in Spain. So it's actually the last colony in Europe, and it's precisely in Spain. So my question was about that, but maybe you don't know that.
No, I don't know it, but I know many places like the Muslims where they built many, buildings, whatever, and the Spanish took it and they built a cathedral within their temple or whatever. And I love this, like in Alhambra, for example, or other areas where they've done this, and it's fantastic to see this. I love some of that architecture that we took over and made ours.
So
I say ours because I'm Spanish too. I bleed it.
Yeah.
In the future, when someone asks you about Gibraltar, you have to say Gibraltar Español.
Okay.
Or if you want to be like very pro, you can say Gibraltar Español o de nadie. That's
Yeah.
like the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell my Spanish coach to start teaching me these. You know, the way you guys throw your R's in some of these words, I'm not going to try it right now because it's nervous. You know, I have to learn it better.
I will send it by message later.
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
thank you. Mejor.
So I don't know if you guys or you have questions, or we can go with the questions that people put in the chat.
Yeah, maybe with the chat.
Ignotero, do you have any questions?
Chat away.
Chat? Okay. So it's loading. 1 second.
One was about El Corte Inglés.
Okay, one was, do you know where the name of El Corte Inglés and the name of Mercadona come from?
I know the El Corte Inglés is the English cut.
Yeah.
Is the translation. Mercadona, I don't, other than I know that the owners are extremely wealthy. You know, and I've been in their grocery stores, but no, I don't know much more than that.
So Mercadona is very easy because it actually means woman's shop. So Merca is market, and Donna is like lady.
Okay.
So it basically means lady's shop. But El Corte Inglés, I will read it from the comments because someone told us. They take the name from a shop dedicated to the specialties of clothing for kids, which was founded in Madrid in the 1890. It was located in Madrid in the street Preciados, and then in the 1934, the founder of El Corte Inglés, they bought that shop, and they created a limited society, and they started their business. And it seems that it's called El Corte Inglés because they used to cut the suits for males, well, the men's suits, following the British style.
Yeah,
British
so
It's amazing.
you
It's an
weren't very
amazing
far.
store. Many levels. It's amazing. You know, the only problem with El Corte Inglés, the only problem is that if you're on the El Camino, you don't find an El Corte Inglés. They need to put one on the El Camino somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have been to the Camino de Santiago?
Yes. Yeah, I walked for 1 day on it. I had enough.
1 day. Okay.
Yeah, I have a friend that's gone. I would go longer. It's a great experience. I just, if I'm in Spain, I don't have the time to dedicate just to the El Camino. But when I retire, I will spend more time in the El Camino. But I did do it for a day with a friend. It's amazing views.
Do you remember where you started the Camino?
Yeah, the French border, that big hill that you had to walk. I mean, it was terrible.
In Roncesvalles.
Yeah, that's it. That's where we started.
Yeah.
One of the oldest poems in Spanish, well, it's not one, well, yeah, kind of, is about Roncesvalles and a fight that happened there when Carlomagno tried to cross to Spain, and the Spanish people didn't like it. So it's about the falling of the soldiers of Carlomagno in there.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yeah.
I could actually recite it, but I won't. It's mal la subisteis franceses en esas de Roncesvalles. Cayó. Bueno, I won't continue. So we have one question: is, are you related to Raúl Pirata, who is one of the members of the podcast? Because you actually look like him, kind of.
I was going to say.
I will show you a picture. Let me 1 second.
Buddy.
You're the American Pirata.
If it helps you, people call him the good-looking guy in the podcast.
Hey, that's, you know, we must be related at some point then.
Let me see if let me see, because we have a very good picture. Well, it's not going to be easy to show. Nah. Let's continue to the next one.
No, I'm not related to him, but I'm sure if I did, we'll be good amigos.
So then, about the team, you already answered, no? But what team do you support? The question is actually, do you support Real Madrid?
Do I support Real Madrid? Look, you know what? I'm one of those guys, like here, I like Michigan and I like Michigan State, and they're rivals. Yeah, I like them both because they're both my team. They're both my state, I mean, but I'm more Michigan than Michigan State. So with Real Madrid and Barcelona, I mean, back with Messi, I was more with Barca, but I always liked Madrid too. So I can't choose. And now, I just, it's impossible for me to choose. So and I'm going to get in trouble if I choose. And then there's, there's Zaragoza, and there's other teams out there, right? Huesca, that they just had me at their stadium, and they were such good guys, and it's like hard not to love them and root for them. So if it's a Spanish team playing a Spanish team, I'm going to close my eyes. It doesn't matter. We're all winners. Okay, I love it all. I love football. If we're playing somebody else in Europe,
if you want to pick a safe one, you can pick Betis. Because no one hates Betis supporters.
No, I hate Betis.
But not the supporters. Not the supporters.
No, not the supporters.
I think Betis can be hated, but supporters are kind of nice.
Yeah.
Other questions?
Well, I'd like to ask you. You've said you've been to Zaragoza's stadium. Is it right?
Huesca.
Huesca. All right. Now, I'd like to ask you if you've ever had a relation or have you ever met any Spanish hooligan? Do you know Spanish hooligans?
In football.
Have I met any Spanish football players?
No,
hooligans.
The supporters.
Like fans.
Strong fans. No.
Fans of
No,
what?
in Spain. Well, actually, in the entire world, there's a section of normal football fans and then hooligans, which are the fans that are really strongly tied to their team. They normally have a link to a political ideology, and in Spain, the most part is or fascism or communist. So I
I've not met them.
Asked you if you have ever met anyone, but it seems
I
like
don't.
you haven't.
I don't believe so. But I tell you, I have this. Hold on one second. When I went to Kiev, when I went to Kiev to support.
Sorry, we had a technical problem. Ignoto.
I went all the way to the Ukraine to support my team, Spain, my country, Spain. I have this. No, I don't. I think I met anybody like this.
Okay, can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, we couldn't hear you. So
Oh,
what did you answer?
You didn't hear this?
No.
Yeah.
From when I went to the Ukraine to support Spain
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
some years ago.
I also have a question, Larry, because I'm a Formula One fan, and last weekend there was the Grand Prix of Miami, and I want to ask you about Fernando Alonso. You follow him. There are actually some rumors about him dating Taylor Swift, and I don't know. What do you think about Fernando Alonso?
To be honest, I don't know him obviously personally, but I heard he's a very, very good Spaniard. He's very, very good ambassador. So for me, he's numero uno. Yeah, he's a wonderful man. If he supports Spain and he's Spanish and he's always being an ambassador for Spain, he's got my vote.
Yeah,
a very good man.
Does the number 33 say something to you or not? Do you know the thing with the 33?
I know that Jesus Christ died when he was 33. So,
yeah. The thing is that if Alonso wins now a race, it will be his
number 33.
33rd. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
there's a thing with that number 33. Yeah, I know he's very famous in Spain, and for good reason. And everybody speaks very well of this man. I would love to meet him one day.
Yeah, he's great. So then we have one question by Leire, which is, have you ever been to San Fermin?
To where?
I suppose the answer is to San Fermin, like running in front of the bulls.
Oh yeah, no, I have a friend that's done it twice. I value my life too much to do this. This is another crazy custom that only the Spanish can do. I tell you, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a hell of an adrenaline rush. But I'm not built for running with the bulls. I have a little bit of a stomach, as you can probably see. I'm Yeah, I like to eat the Spanish food, so I don't like to be the food.
I think maybe the bull will be afraid of you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pretty good at making friends with animals, but I don't know that I could do that while we're running. I don't know.
Actually, you know what you could try? I think next time you come to Spain, we'll have to organize that. It's a capea. So capea is like a bullfight, but with a small cow, with cars, and you don't kill it. It's just playing with the animal. So you play with it for half an hour, 1 hour, like a bullfight, but without hurting in any way. And that's really fun. And actually, let me make an announcement, even though I'm doing it in English, so I don't know how many of our followers will understand. But we will have a capea close to Madrid the 27th, Saturday. So those interested, check our Twitter or our webpage, because the info is going to appear today in the night for the capea. So you are very welcome to join all of those that are in Spain that day. So I have another question, but Larry, next time you come to Spain, send us a message, and if we can, we will invite you to a capea. I think you will really enjoy that.
Yeah, that sounds good, guys. I appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, and it's not dangerous.
It's good.
Yeah.
I have your number, so it's good.
So I have one question. It's in Spanish, but I will try to translate directly. So the question is, who has best character? Spanish or American ladies?
Who has the best character?
Yeah.
Like the best.
Maybe the character is not the best word.
No,
like,
not word. It's not
I
character.
think he means friendlier.
Yeah.
Who's friendlier?
Yeah.
The Spanish women or the American women?
Yeah.
My wife. Next question.
A very Spanish answer.
Yeah.
Boys,
She's half Spanish.
take some notes, boys. This guy knows. This guy knows.
Sabe
Is
cosas.
your wife watching us, or is she going to watch us?
You know what? She might be watching now, or if not, she'll watch it later when she comes home. If it's posted on YouTube or on Twitter or somewhere, yeah, she'll watch it for sure. She loves Spain. She loves
Give her our
Spain too.
Greetings, and also thank you for lending us Larry today for this very nice break. So last question, and then we can go. But the last question was no, it's not a question actually. Okay, it was only the thing about Mercadona. So Larry, this is it. Thank you very much. I don't know if you want to say something before closing.
No, I thank you guys. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys. You guys have a wonderful podcast, and thank you for reaching out to me. Some others in Spain had actually reached out to me and private messaged me through Instagram and Twitter saying that, hey, you should get on this podcast with these guys. And
really?
Yeah, I had a couple of them actually, did more than one. And then you reached out, and I said, sure. So it's been an honor of mine to spend the afternoon and evening for you together. I thank you guys. You do a good job. Keep up the good work. Viva España, and God bless to you and your families and everybody out there in Spain. Keep up the good work and keep the pride for Spain. Keep the pride. Arriba España.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We will cut now the video, but stay with us and we can talk a bit just to thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. And Ignoto, thank you very much for coming. I hope you had fun.
My pleasure.
And that this is just the first one of many. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Larry.